Was Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street, a narcissist? The unseen story behind the excess. From the editorial staff of UnderstandNarcissism.com. Jordan Belfort was portrayed as a financial antihero in Hollywood, but his real-life behavior reveals deeply narcissistic patterns, with devastating impacts on those around him. When The Wolf of Wall Street hit theaters in 2013, audiences were captivated by the outrageous antics of Jordan Belfort, played with electric charm by Leonardo DiCaprio. Directed by Martin Scorsese, the film became a cultural sensation, glorifying a man whose life of drugs, deception, and unchecked greed symbolized Wall Street at its most unhinged. But beneath the high-octane parties and luxury yachts lies a darker reality, one that raises an important question. Was the real Jordan Belfort a narcissist? This podcast explores that question from an observational standpoint, drawing on interviews, public records, Belfort's memoir, and insights shared by his ex-wife, Dr. Nadine Macaluso, formerly Nadine Caridi, who has spoken publicly about the abuse she endured during their marriage. When examined through the lens of narcissistic personality traits, Belfort's behavior reveals a pattern all too familiar to psychologists, survivors, and advocates of narcissistic abuse recovery. Narcissistic traits exhibited by Jordan Belfort. Grandiosity and superiority. Belfort cultivated a powerful public image as a Wall Street mogul. From his extravagant mansions to his helicopter, he radiated entitlement and inflated self-worth, hallmarks of narcissistic grandiosity. Lack of empathy. Belfort's infamous pump-and-dump schemes defrauded thousands of everyday investors. He knowingly promoted worthless stocks, profiting from others' losses with no evident remorse. Exploitative behavior. Using charm and psychological tactics, Belfort manipulated clients and employees alike. He built a toxic culture of obedience and excess at Stratton Oakmont, exploiting others for his gain. Pathological lying. His criminal empire was sustained by layers of deception, falsified records, fake companies, and elaborate lies. Even in public appearances, Belfort has been known to twist facts to protect his image. Need for admiration. From lavish parties to his open bragging about sexual conquests and drug use, Belfort consistently sought attention and admiration, often through shock value and status symbols. Interpersonal turmoil and abuse. According to Dr. Nadine Macaluso, their relationship was marred by substance abuse, physical and emotional violence, and a profound emotional disconnect, common in narcissistic relationships. Charm as a mask. Like many narcissists, Belfort was disarmingly charismatic. That charm helped him seduce investors and those closest to him until the mask slipped. The Hollywood glorification versus harsh reality. In The Wolf of Wall Street, Belfort is portrayed as a flawed but likable anti-hero. Audiences are encouraged to laugh, be shocked, and even admire his ambition. But missing from the cinematic portrayal is the deep emotional toll his behavior takes on others, especially his family. His ex-wife, Dr. Nadine Macaluso, has shared her story through interviews and her work as a licensed marriage and family therapist. While she does not claim to diagnose Belfort, her accounts detail a relationship characterized by control, emotional chaos, and trauma bonding, a pattern often seen in intimate relationships with narcissists. The human cost of narcissism. The signs of narcissistic abuse, gaslighting, rage, idealization, and devaluation cycles aren't just theoretical. Dr. Macaluso has recounted how Belfort's unpredictable behavior created a volatile and often terrifying environment. Despite the lavish lifestyle, She endured a relationship void of emotional safety or intimacy. This speaks to a larger truth. Narcissists often thrive in high-stakes environments where charm, risk-taking, and manipulation are rewarded. However, behind closed doors, their relationships usually suffer the most. Lessons from the aftermath. Today, Jordan Belfort remains in the public eye, rebranding himself as a motivational speaker and reformed entrepreneur. Meanwhile, Dr. Macaluso has built a career grounded in healing and education, using her lived experience and clinical expertise to help others recover from narcissistic abuse. Her insights provide a powerful counter-narrative to the glamorized version of events. They also highlight a significant cultural shift, the recognition of narcissistic abuse, and the validation of survivors' voices. Final reflection. So, was Jordan Belfort a narcissist? While only a clinical professional can make a formal diagnosis, the behavioral evidence, drawn from public records, self-reports, and survivor testimony, suggests he exhibited many traits consistent with narcissistic personality disorder. The more critical takeaway may be this: narcissists are often not who they appear to be, and the pain they cause is often hidden behind charm, success, and societal applause. Stories like Nadine Macaluso's help bring truth to light and remind survivors that healing is possible and powerful. The information provided in this article is for informational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional advice. We are not licensed clinicians, mental health professionals, lawyers, or legal advisors. For any concerns regarding mental health or personal situations, please seek advice from a qualified professional. For more details, please read our full disclaimer.